welcome to this video. This class is going to focus around leg strength and stability work. You need a soft ball for this class. If you want to do one of the warm-up videos prior to this, then please feel free to, and I hope you enjoy. So once you're feeling warmed up, we're going to start without the ball. We're going to make sure our feet are underneath our hips. We've got that nice neutral pelvic position. Hands are going to come onto our hips, and we're going to bend one knee, lifting one heel, pedaling the weight from one foot to the other. Trying to keep those hips nice and steady here, making sure that we're not rocking the hips from one side to the other. We're keeping nice and stable from everything, knees upwards, nice and long through that tailbone. Imagining you've got a piece of string from the crown of your head and someone's picking you up and popping you straight back down. Lovely, going for one more on each foot. And then grounding those heels, softening into the knees. We're going to transfer the weight onto one foot, taking a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out, we're going to extend our leg back behind us. Breathing in to tap under. Breathing out, we're going to tap out to the side here. Breathing in to tap under. Again, thinking about that nice neutral pelvis here. So as we tap out to the side, the hips stay nice and level. And as we tap back behind us, we're drawing that belly button in towards our spine. Lovely, one more in each direction. And then bring that foot back underneath the hip, transfer the weight across, deep breath in. Deep breath out to tap behind us. Breathing in to tap under. Breathing out to the side. Breathing in to tap under. Lovely, think about that softness in that supporting leg, making sure we're not locking back into that knee. Go for one more in each direction. And then we're going to bring that foot back underneath our hip. Maybe give the legs a little shake if they need it. And then we're going to find that soft ball. We're going to pop it in between our inner thighs here. So just a little bit of work for the inner thighs here. Finding those hands on the hips again. Nice gentle tuck of the tailbone. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, we're going to lift up onto those toes, zipping through those inner thighs as we do. Breathing into lower back down. Breathing out to lift and lengthen. Breathing into lower back down. Three more. And two. And last one, everyone. Grounding the heels here. We're going to come into some mini squats. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in, and as we do, we're going to hinge through the hips, bending the knees as we sit back and down. Breathing out to press the mat away, zipping up through those inner thighs as we grow tall. Breathing in to hinge from the hips, sitting back and down. Breathing out to grow tall through that spine. So only going as far as we can feel that ball connecting between our inner thighs. As soon as you feel the pressure on that soft ball release, that's where we stop. We drive back up. Three more. And two. And last one, we're going to hold at the bottom. Breathing out, sweep the arms. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Last one. Now you can rise on up, or you can hold here, and we're going to do some pulses with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rise. Lovely. Giving those legs a nice little shake from one foot to the other. And then we're going to take the soft ball. We're just going to pop it to one side for now. We're going to come into our foot series with our squats. So, when you're ready, we're going to take that lovely deep breath in, sitting back and down, holding in our squat. Breathing out, we're going to lift the heels. Deep breath in. Deep breath out to lower the heels and sit back and down. Hold for that breath in. Breath out, lift the heels, grow tall. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Two more. Lovely. Grounding those heels, we're going to reverse that movement. So we're going to take that lovely deep breath in, growing tall. Deep breath out, bend the knees, keep the heels lifted. Breath in to lower the heels and grow tall. Sorry, getting myself all confused. Lifting up onto those heels, bending the knees. Lovely, ground the heels, growing tall. Deep breath out to lift and bend. Breath into ground and grow tall. Breathing out. Breathing in. 2 more. And last one. Lovely. Once again, giving those legs a little shake. We're just going to find that soft ball. We're going to pop it underneath one heel. Now, if you're not happy with a soft ball under your heel, you can use a block, or you can just stay with your double leg squats. Alright? So we still want our feet hip width apart. And as you've popped that heel on the ball, make sure you haven't just hitched that hip up. You still have that nice level pelvis, that gentle tuck of the tailbone. Arms are down either side of us. Once again, we're breathing in to bend through the knees and sit back and down. Breathing out, press into that foot that's on the mat. Breathing in to sit back and down. Breathing out, press into that foot that's on the mat. Now think about sending that tail directly behind you. Make sure you're not shifting the weight over to that foot that's on the mat. Two more. Last one. We're going to hold at the bottom. We're coming into those lovely arm sweeps again for 4. Breathing in. Breathing out. Drawing that tummy in towards our spine. Got 2 more. 2. Last one. Now you can come up or you can hold here for a little bit longer and we're going to pulse. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise on up. Step to the opposite side. Popping those feet underneath our hips. Nice neutral pelvis. Gentle tuck of that tailbone. Lovely. When we're ready, we're going to take a nice deep breath in and hinge through the hips, sitting back and down. Breathing out, press the mat away with that foot. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now it's very little weight going through that ball or that block, whatever you've got underneath your foot. Make sure we're not locking that knee back, that supporting leg. We're still keeping that softness in the joint at the top. 2 more. Last one, we're going to hold. Breathing out, sweep those arms. Breathing in. And out. 2 more. Nearly there. Last one. Now remember, you can hold here and pulse, or you can come out this squat. When you're ready for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise on up. Lovely. Popping that soft ball to one side. Perfect. And then just coming to one end of your mat and coming down into sitting. You can come into your lovely roll downs, have a little stretch. Take your time here. There's no rush. We're just going to come down onto the mat when we feel ready. And we're actually going to keep hold of that soft ball. We're going to come into our sideline position. Lovely. Now we're going to work a little bit more on that single leg strength. Alright. We're going to take the soft ball and we're going to pop it, take the soft ball and pop it underneath our top hand. We're going to come into some inner thigh work as well in a minute. But to begin with, legs are nice and long in line with our body. Drawing that top hip down and away. Top hand is on the ball. Now if you feel a little bit unstable in this position, you can bend the bottom knee, so you've got a bit more stability here. Toes on the top leg are pointed. You're going to take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. We're going to press into the ball. We're going to lift that top leg. Breathing in to flex the foot, release the ball and lower. Breathing out to point, press and lift. Breathing in to flex, release and lower. Lovely. keeping that length through the side of the body here. For 3. And 2. And last one. Bringing the leg back down in line with the hip, point the toes, press on the ball, deep breath in, deep breath out. We're going to hop the leg forward as if we're drawing a rainbow with our toes, and then we're going to hop the leg back. Breathing out to hop the leg forward, breathing in to hop the leg back. 2 more. Last one. Hopping that leg back in line with the body. We're going to hold it there. We're going to pulse it up and down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower that top leg down. Bending that top knee. Bring that, giving that hip a little rub if it needs it. Settling here. And then when you're ready, we're going to keep this top leg in front of us. So we're going to lower the knee onto the mat. If it doesn't quite reach there, you're more welcome to pop a block or a cushion underneath. And we're going to straighten the bottom leg nice and long. We're going to find that top hip and draw it down away from our head again. Alright, so we're creating that length here still. And we're going to work the bottom leg. So you can pop the ball back underneath that top hand if you wanted there. Taking a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. We're going to press into the ball, point the toes on the bottom leg, and we're going to lift that bottom leg. Breathing in to release and lower. Breathing out to point and lift. Breathing in to release and lower. Two more. And last one. Holding that leg there, holding that press on the ball. We're going to pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release the ball, bending both knees up. You can take a little breather, and then we're going to pop the ball in between both feet and straighten those legs nice and long again. So legs are nice and long, drawing that top hip down and away. Taking a nice deep breath in here. Deep breath out. We're going to squeeze both feet into that ball. Breathing into release. Breathing out to squeeze. Breathing into release. Now make sure you're putting as much pressure in the bottom foot lifting as the top foot pressing. For 3, and 2, and 1. Hold that squeeze. Now you can carry on squeezing, releasing. Or on your next breath out, we're going to lift both legs without collapsing through the side of the body. Breathing into lower. 4 more of these. Breathing out to lift. Breathing into lower. 3 more. And 2. And last one, everyone. And relaxing down here. We're going to roll onto our fronts. We're going to sit back and down into child's pose. We're just going to hold for a few deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, coming back up, we're going to do all the same on the opposite side. So I'm just going to turn myself around. I'm going to take those legs nice and long in line with the body again. Ball comes underneath that top hand. Remember, draw that top hip down and away. And you can bend that bottom knee if you want that extra bit of support, or you can keep both legs straight the entire time, whatever you prefer. So when you're ready, deep breath in. Deep breath out. We're going to point the toes on the top leg, lifting it here. Breathing in to flex, lower, release. Breathing out to point, press and lift. Breathing in to flex, lower, release. Three more here. And 2. And last one. Bringing that leg down in line with our hip, pointing the toes, pressing into the ball, deep breath in. Deep breath out to hop the leg forward. Breathing in to hop the leg back, drawing those lovely little rainbows. Breathing out, breathing in. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Hold the leg there, we're going to pulse it up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. And lower that leg down, bending that top knee, give that top hip a little rub. And then when you're ready, we're straightening that bottom leg, pressing on that ball, draw that top hip down and away, so don't forget to do that. Deep breath in, deep breath out, point the toes on the bottom leg, we're lifting that bottom leg, breathing into lower. Breathing out to point and lift. Breathing into lower. Three more. And 2. And 1. Hold that leg there. We're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. And lower that leg, bending both knees. Popping that soft ball in between those feet. Taking those legs nice and long in line with our body again. Lovely. So remember, your top hand can be on the mat or it can be on that hip, whatever you prefer. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Squeezing those feet into that ball. Breathing into release. Breathing out to squeeze. Breathing into release. 3 more. We're going to do for 1 more for luck, because I think we did 1 extra on the other side. And then we're going to hold that squeeze. Deep breath in. Deep breath out to lift the legs. Breathing into lower. Breathing out to lift. Breathing into lower. Nearly there. Last one. And lower those legs down. Popping that soft ball out, rolling onto your backs. Just hug those knees into your chest for that gentle rock from side to side. And then when you're ready, we're going to pop the feet down, finding that soft ball. We're going to pop it in between our inner thighs. Feet are flat on the mat, hip width apart. We're going to come into our hundreds. So you're more than welcome to keep your feet flat on the mat. Or you can bring both legs up into a double leg tabletop position, whatever you prefer. Finding that nice neutral pelvis, softening the back of the ribs. Floating the hands an inch or 2 off of the mat. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Start pulsing the arms up and down. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Think about sliding the shoulders back and down, connecting the back of the ribs into the mat. Hold the arms still. We're going to squeeze and release that ball for 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Pulsing the arms up and down. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold the arms still, squeeze and release that ball for 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Pulsing the arms up and down, breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Now if you want to add on your abdominal prep, by nodding your chin towards your chest, gliding the ribs towards the pelvis to lift the shoulders, you're welcome to. Keep pulsing those arms, breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Last one. Hold the arms still, squeeze and release that ball for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And relax down, take a nice full body stretch here everyone. Couple of lovely deep breaths in here. And when you're ready, bending those knees, feet come flat on the mat, hip width apart. Pointing that softball up towards the ceiling, shoulders are back and down. Bringing one leg up into your single leg tabletop, or both legs up into your double leg tabletop. We're going to come into our scissors. Taking a nice deep breath in, deep breath out, tap the toes down towards the mat. Breathing into lift, breathing out to tap, breathing into lift. Now you can just hold that soft ball there, or as you tap the toes, you can gently squeeze the soft ball, making sure that we release it as we lift the leg. Think about tucking the tailbone here, making sure that it's not rocking forward and back. Single legs, you're going to stop round, double legs, keep going. We're going to go for 2 more here, 1 on each leg. And last one here. Once again, take a nice full body stretch, taking 2 deep breaths in here. And then we're going to pop that soft ball to one side, bending our knees, feet come flat on the mat, hands are down on the mat either side of us. Make sure we've got a nice gentle nod of our chin as we're about to come into our shoulder bridge. Taking a deep breath in to prepare, deep breath out, tuck the tailbone, press into the heels, peeling up through that spine, holding at the top for our deep breath in. Deep breath out, soften through the ribs, rolling back down 1 vertebra at a time. Last thing to touch the mat is your tailbone. Deep breath in at the bottom. Deep breath out to tuck the tailbone, lifting the pelvis. Holding at the top for our deep breath in. Deep breath out to soften and roll back down. Lovely, working with your own breath right here. We're going to go for 2 more here. Make your next one your last one. And rolling back down. Now we're going to add in some single leg work to this. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in, deep breath out, tuck the tailbone, lifting up 1 vertebra at a time, holding in our shoulder bridge. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, deep breath out, right foot only, we're going to lift and lower the heel, breathing into lower, right heel again, breathing out, breathing in. Now I want everyone to think about their pelvis. Can we keep that pelvis nice and steady here? Is it rocking and dipping from side to side, or can we keep it perfectly level? Imagining we've got that marble sat underneath our belly button. We don't want it rolling off the edge of our pelvis. 1 more here. And then we're going to do the left heel. Breathing out. Now if you're feeling this in the backs of your thighs and your hamstring muscles, think about bringing your heels a little bit closer. So come out of your bridge, move your heels a little bit closer and try again. Think about trying to keep those hips really nice and stable. We've got 2 more on the left foot. And last one. Lovely. Softening into that rib cage, rolling back down. And let's give those knees a little hug into our chest for a gentle rock from side to side here. Perfect. We're then going to pop the feet back down onto the mat, hip width apart. And we're going to come into 1 more round of our shoulder bridge here. Now for this round, you can repeat exactly what we've just done with the heel lifts on one foot and the heel lifts on the other. Or you can join me, we're going to lift the entire foot off of the mat, coming into our scissors legs, our toe taps in our bridge. So make sure you've got that gentle nod of the chin to protect the neck. Hands are down on the mat either side of us, relax the shoulders. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, tuck the tailbone, press into the heels, peeling on up. We're going to hold for that breath in. Breath out, you're either going to lift the heel or you're going to lift the entire leg up into your tabletop. Breathing in, you're going to tap the toes. Breathing out to lift. We're going to do 3 more on the rungs. And 2. Last one. And then we're going to pop that foot back down. Reset in your bridge. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Opposite leg lifts. Are we keeping those hips nice and level? Shoulders are relaxed. Chin is tucked. Last one, everyone. And then we're going to pop that foot back down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Soften through the ribs. Rolling back down. We're going to hug those knees into our chest with that gentle rock from side to side here. Lovely. When you're ready, we're going to pop the feet down. We're going to cross one ankle over the top of the opposite knee. And you can hold here if that's a deep enough stretch for you. Just taking a few deep breaths in. Lovely. Then the leg that we've got crossed over, we're going to point that leg up to the ceiling, holding behind the back of the thigh. Think about softening the tailbone onto the mat. Make sure you haven't just lifted the pelvis. Pointing the toes up to the ceiling. You can draw some lovely little ankle circles here. You can point and flex the toes. Or you can just hold that stretch. Bending that knee, popping that foot down onto the mat. We're going to cross opposite ankle over opposite knee. And again, if this is a deep enough stretch for you, you're more than welcome to hold here. If you want to deepen that stretch, you can hug those legs in towards that chest, whatever suits you today. We're then going to uncross that ankle, pointing the toes up towards the ceiling, holding behind the back of that thigh. And again, make sure your tailbone is grounded onto that mat. You can draw your lovely little ankle circles here. You can point and flex your toes. Or you can just hold that stretch, enjoying that stretch on the back of the leg here. And then when you're ready, bending that knee, placing the foot back down to the mat. Perfect, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you want to do any further stretching, then there is a mobility session that you can have a little look at.